He was just here a few minutes ago.
It's been a day. He's the only person wearing like a brightly colored shirt in here. I probably shouldn't have forgot that.
Now, one reason I'm very excited to watch this set is because we're gonna see R.O.B get blown up. Oolong's advantage state with this character is absolutely unmatched. He will find a kill where you do not even think it's possible to get damage in the first place.
Yeah, there's a quick 50%. That deep breathing damage racks up very, very quickly. And Oolong loves to just get it going at the start of the game and try and get as much of an advantage as possible. But Ripcord evening things up pretty quickly. We're here on Battlefield. Interesting that this is the stage that we ended up on.
Yeah, both characters are going to have a lot to work here with the, with the platforms. Weebit in particular loves getting extensions off of those low Battlefield platforms. I'm sure R.O.B does too as well with, he's going to do up tilts, up airs, he can do some drag downs as well. And Ripcord has the technical ability to hit those combos consistently.
This is true, but Oolong also a very proficient player. I'm imagining those platform extensions you were talking about are going to be really lethal, especially with that deep breathing that we now have online here. Going to see how Oolong uses it.
Yeah, Ripcord has been starting off very movement-based, just kind of going around these platforms, trying to throw these nairs out, cover as much space as possible. Meanwhile, Oolong has been a little bit more grounded here, using these projectiles, sitting under these platforms. I think any character, both of these characters have good scrapping options and good projectiles, and I think that's exactly the kind of character that likes to play on Battlefield. Ooh, the reflector part of the side special actually coming into play.
Yeah, I love that call out from Ripcord to just take the first stock there. Because typically when Oolong is throwing out these projectiles, he's comfortable, right?
Definitely.
And normally we have, in this set in particular, we have been seeing a lot more projectiles, or rather aerials, coming out from Ripcord. Oolong just doesn't need to overextend, doesn't want to either. But the very first time that he tried to use sun salutations, that was when we saw the side B coming out from Ripcord. So it was a wonderful call out, especially at ledge, to be able to find that.
Yeah, up air. Stale, just that's not gonna do it. No deep breathing, no nothing.
Yeah, Oolong getting deep breathing after, we're like, this will get the job done.
There's good trade for Oolong right there. You get the stock right back.
However, the deficit is kind of continuing to build here. We were talking about how the last 3 sets that these two have played have been 3-0s for Oolong. Ripcord is trying to make that, at the very least, not the case with the game record, but definitely the kind of player who has continued to get better is going to try and contest this set.
Yes, and Ripcord successfully able to interrupt the deep breathing, and you can see Oolong still being able to do pretty well without it, but he wants to have it as long as possible. He needs those faster movements. He wants to be able to be alive just a little bit longer, and we have been seeing chipping away at Ripcord's damage as well. For a second, it did feel like Ripcord had been keeping Oolong in disadvantage, but he's just a very patient player. He doesn't move more than what is necessary.
Yeah, Oolong has been doing an absolutely fantastic job of controlling the stage right now. He's hiding under these platforms very well. And that's another reason why he wanted the stage. R.O.B loves going high, landing with Nair. If you have a lot of platforms to hide under, that's going to be a big aid.
Speaking of big, that hitbox on that Nair going to be really massive, and the range on that soccer ball as well. But what I've really been liking from Oolong, especially in these high percent situations, we find the kill there, but even with deep breathing, Oolong's doing a good job of not being too antsy with these kill options. He knows he's gonna get them, so he's not jumping at every opportunity like Ripcord probably wants him to.
Yeah, he didn't force that F tilt or anything. Now it does get caught with a back air, so we are at a very even game to start the set off first.
Yeah, and I'm very glad that Nick pointed out how Oolong has not been overextending himself, especially with a lot of, especially even with deep breathing. He really doesn't want to be in a situation where he would be caught unawares or caught off guard by Ripcord. But that being said, we are seeing a lot more of these aggressive nairs in place, trying to make it even more difficult to be approached by Oolong, who has no deep breathing and is off stage, but you want to have those patient recoveries so as not to get caught by R.O.B.
Ripcord's got a lead here. Oolong's stuck in the corner. That is a place that he's pretty comfortable being, and he's taken center stage again already.
Bit of a scramble right there, but Ripcord is going to come out on top. Has a pretty solid lead here. However, Oolong he's looking for a way back in, but the defense, the scrambles from Ripcord have been too strong. And typically it's Oolong who we see who time and time again finds impossible ways to win scrambles, and it's Ripcord impossible to challenge that down air as it's going to hit well below the stage and take out that stock from Wii Fit Trainer.
Wow.
Oolong spent so much of that final stock on that side of the stage that it didn't feel as though he was in a, like maybe it gave a feeling of invulnerability that you're like, I haven't been dared by R.O.B yet. I should be able to make it back. And just, you get lulled into a very false sense of security. And Ripcord successfully able to capitalize that is going to take game number 1.
It's always going to happen to you eventually. I mean, it sounds like that's the first game that Ripcord has taken in this matchup in a while, so definitely you can kind of see the energy that is coming off of him right now. Like, he knows that, oh, this is a big chance. Now, you can't get too far ahead of yourself, obviously, but obviously winning the first game is going to put you in a pretty good position.
Oh, maybe the wrong stage
I
here.
don't think we want to go to Kalos.
I wouldn't want to go to Kalos either.
Yeah, Kalos is definitely a stage that could take what has been a very exciting set and turn it into a much slower-paced one.
Well, I got to set in VIP bracket. I'll see y'all later.
Oh, I'm also
have
playing
fun.
in that, so I'm hoping they don't steal me away. You might be.
All right.
You might be.
Yeah, if for any reason you have to go play at some point, I'm...
Kyle. Okay. I was just going to say, I can also DQ VIP bracket. It is not that important for me to play this game. I can DQ. Are you sure? I don't need to play. All right, so getting things started. Okay, so we are actually going to Kalos. Interesting.
I think that the difference, they selected the wrong controls. That was the
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but we are getting started, you know, having some real gameplay. We do see a switch to the female Wii Fit Trainer, and it's always funny to me to see the changes between the different Wii Fits whenever you start. But perhaps locking it into some of his divine feminine energy, Oolong hoping to encompass some of that into this next. You know, Women's Month was still like a couple months ago, but maybe he's still trying to find that energy again.
For sure, for sure. I mean, it was working out. It's been working out well for him. He got a really strong conversion right at the beginning of that this game, and he's kind of kept things going.
Emergency commentary here.
What's up, Gabian?
What's up, y'all? So we gotta get a forward air here from good old Oolong.
That's going to be the first stock of this game. Oolong getting off to a lead, very unlike what we saw at the beginning of the last game. He's just looked a lot more comfortable here.
For sure. Oh, and what a checkmate that was, just getting caught between a rock and a hard place. Not enough to take the stock either, but Ripcord still going to be searching for that dare pretty consistently. A good getup and a good use of the iframes from Oolong to be able to avoid that gyro, but successfully able to get those up tilts onto Ripcord. If only he can make it back to this side of the stage without getting down aired. It's going to be up to Oolong now to keep Ripcord down here as long as possible.
Dude,
What a dare! What a dare that was.
Knew exactly how far down he could go, knew exactly how far down he needed to go to catch R.O.B in the long end lag of that side special, and manages to kind of awkwardly low profile that up smash. So Oolong, a 3-stock to 1 lead, a parry on the back air. He looks so comfortable right now.
Wii Fit, Nair, and up tilt are really good against big bodies, especially. You just keep them in the air the entire time and wait for them to lane just like that.
Wow. What a response, a 3-stock.
Long takes game too.
That divine feminine energy works wonders, man.
He should stay on the female ult, obviously.
For sure. That was I think one of the biggest changes of pace was number one, besides the stage choice, going to Kalos previously being on the small battlefield gave him a whole lot more momentum, and despite the fact that you have the platforms all the way on the opposite side of the stage, Oolong was consistently catching Ripcord on those platforms both times with up tilts, up airs, all of those to keep him off the ground and keeping him in a juggle situation.
We go right to PS2 now. This is a bit of a better stage for R.O.B, just to make sure keep Wii Fit in neutral better. But it seems like the back air's coming out. The Nairs, like I said before, 66 already. Building up.
Yeah, all of these games have started with a sequence of a whole lot of deep breathing damage. Oolong has been ready to start strong every time with that.
Girl. Another forward air here. Keeping a Ripcord actually takes the ledge. Oh, here comes the gyro combos. Down throw, up tilt. See up tilt.
yeah, not a high enough percentage yet to be able to make a whole lot more off of that. But Oolong successfully staying pretty grounded and still able to avoid the gyro. That forward air coming out from Ripcord, trying to keep him in the corner as long as possible, but unfortunately not able to find any sort of way to take the stock. That Sun Salutation is completely charged now in case Oolong finds a situation in which he can use it.
Wow, what a conversion. A good little narrative here.
Yeah, deep breathing forward air killing maybe a little earlier than I think both players expected, but yeah, really working out for Oolong there.
43, another 40-51. Oolong is so good at taking the lead and just running away with it. Every single time I see him, when he has the lead, he just takes it and then it just goes. The game goes away like that. You see here, already 82% and building up.
Compared to that game one, this looks so much more like what I assumed those last few 3-0 sets between Oolong and Ripcord have been. It seemed like Ripcord had a lot of new tricks for that first game. Stuff like that side B blocking the Sun Salutation and just interactions like that where he was able to gain the advantage. But it seems like when it comes to just the straight up 1v1 between these two, Oolong definitely has a good understanding of what he needs to do to beat Ripcord here.
Yeah.
We are finally see that F tilt killing from Oolong, and he still has his 3 stocks, pretty healthy 3 stocks. I have to add that as well. Just being so aggressive.
That's 81. That's dead.
Whoa. Okay, no deep breathing there.
Oh,
okay, that'll kill.
smash.
That'll do it.
Smash for sure.
Reach for the stars and you get an up smash.
Yeah, hit the pose.
Ripcord playing, I feel like they're playing really aggressive right now and it's not paying enough.
That's 2 3 stocks in a row, I just realized.
Yeah.
After losing game 1, what a response.
That was an even better 3 stock, I would say, than the first one.
It was lower percent.
Yeah, it was well, not just that it was lower percent, but there was no moment in time where it felt like Ripcord was getting a nice string.
Yeah.
Or when like, compared to the second game where Ripcord had his moments, he is unfortunately being called out at every point right now.
Speaking of this call-outs, refit with gyro, not something you want to see if you're R.O.B here. Let's see. Oh, another gyro again. Oolong just keeping this gyro away from Ripcord at all times. Zafir gets it back. All right. I feel like the main gameplay here for Ripcord should be just to maintain neutral and not let that happen.
Yeah.
And they're getting tilted.
Little nair ladder.
And the ball just blows it up.
Oh, you died to that? I don't know if that should have killed. Ripcord has had a few deaths in this game, or in this set, really, where the DI just feels like it hasn't really been on point, and Oolong has been able to capitalize and get some kills, maybe a little earlier than it feels like he should have.
That being said, his deep breathing has been working wonders for Oolong.
Yeah.
We're doing overtime.
Yeah, it's at any point that he gets a kill that we've thought, maybe that seemed a little earlier than it usually would, he's always had deep breathing.
Yes.
He has had his 3-stock streak broken, though.
That's true. We are not going to get the legendary reverse 9 stock. The gentleman's 9 stock, I think you'd call it. But we might have a gentleman's 3-0 if he's able to keep playing at the pace that he has been playing. Now, Ripcord has even stocks, and when the stocks are even, anything can happen, right? So this is going to be a good chance for him if he can do something with his gyro, if he can find a better way in without getting reversaled and take a lot of damage. I mean, there's that reflector coming out again.
Seems like you can use it as like a pseudo shield to keep the Sun Salutations away. Just throw it out there whenever Oolong just decides to throw it. See, like that. We're just throwing projectiles. Now Ripcord slowing it down.
Ooh.
Might be a little too late for them though.
Yeah, dying off the top to that back air, not ideal.
Yeah, definitely not the way that you want to go into your final stock. Oolong still going to be holding on to this deep breathing, but you know, having that header that he's able to use to contest the gyro has been so important for him, because the header isn't really something that he's using against Ripcord so much as it is against the gyro, and missing the dare. That was great timing from Oolong in his recovery.
Just a jab one just to push him off this ledge. This should be a dead refit. Nope.
Not quite. I mean, at 78%, he's able to still keep making it back. Ripcord really needs to push this to a last stock as soon as possible. He's threatening with those up airs, but Oolong has done a good job not getting caught by anything, not falling too carelessly into R.O.B's tricks, and he's dealing a whole bunch of damage back.
Ooh, successfully able to get that gyro out. Oh, and this could have been such a big moment for Ripcord, keeping Oolong at this side of ledge, but he's just able to find these advantages wherever possible. Having the deep breathing at ledge, the sun salutations charge. This is not great for Ripcord, who is trying to keep Oolong in disadvantage as long as possible, and that is going to be the up air to take the final stock. Oolong 3-1 over Ripcord.
Yeah, so after our first game where Ripcord was getting really excited, it seemed like he had figured stuff